Let's face it, folks, American manufacturing is back. We're seeing a surge in construction, infrastructure projects, and metal fabrication. All this growth requires specialized equipment. One machine in high demand: roll-forming machines. These workhorses are essential for creating those metal panels you see on roofs, walls, and even solar panels. Now, some businesses might think, why not buy local? Well, sometimes importing these machines just makes sense. Foreign manufacturers often offer competitive pricing. They might have specialized models you can't find here. Plus, they often have shorter lead times, meaning you get your machine faster and start making money sooner. But importing heavy machinery is no walk in the park. It's a complex process with regulations, paperwork, and logistical hurdles. But don't worry, I'm here to break it down for you. We'll cover everything you need to know to import your roll-forming machine like a pro. Stick with me and we'll get this job done right. Importing anything into the US means playing by the rules. Uncle Sam wants his cut, and he wants to make sure everything is above board. First off, you've got the Harmonized Tariff Schedule, HTS codes. These codes classify your machine and determine the duty rates. Think of them like zip codes for imports. Get the wrong code and you'll be paying more than you should. Then there are the regulations. The International Traffic in Arms Regulations, ITAR, might apply if your machine has potential military applications. And don't forget about safety standards. Your machine needs to comply with OSHA regulations to ensure worker safety. Trust me, you don't want to mess around with workplace accidents. It's bad for business and even worse for the folks on the shop floor. Permits and licenses are another thing to keep in mind. Depending on your machine and its use, you might need special permits from agencies like the EPA or the Department of Commerce. It sounds like a lot, and it can be, but that's why it's crucial to do your homework, talk to the experts, and make sure you're following the letter of the law. All right, so you know the rules of the game, but who are you going to play with? Finding a reliable supplier is crucial. Start by researching manufacturers online. Look for companies with a proven track record and good customer reviews. Don't just go for the cheapest option. Remember, you get what you pay for. Once you've got a short list, it's time to vet those suppliers. Ask for references from previous customers in the US. Talk to them about their experience. Were there any surprises? Was the communication clear? Did the machine arrive on time and in good condition? These conversations can save you a lot of headaches down the line. Technical specifications are key. Don't be shy about asking for detailed information about the machine's capabilities, power requirements, and maintenance needs. You need to make sure the machine you're buying will integrate seamlessly with your existing setup and meet your production demands. Section 4. Shipping and logistics. Getting your machine. Stateside. You found your machine and the perfect supplier. Now, how do you get that beast to your doorstep? This is where shipping and logistics come in. International shipping can be a real head-scratcher. You've got different modes of transport: sea freight, air freight, or a combination of both. Sea freight is usually the most cost-effective option for large machinery, but it takes longer. Air freight is faster, but pricier. The best choice depends on your budget and how quickly you need the machine. Incoterms or international commercial terms are your best friend here. These terms define who's responsible for what during the shipping process. Make sure you understand them thoroughly before signing any contracts. You don't want any surprises when it comes to insurance, customs clearance, or inland transportation. Then there's the paperwork. You'll need a commercial invoice, packing list, bill of lading, and possibly other documents depending on your machine and the destination. It's a lot to keep track of, which is why many businesses choose to work with a freight forwarder. These folks are the logistics experts. They'll handle the paperwork, customs clearance, and transportation, making your life a whole lot easier. Section 5, Customs Clearance, the final hurdle before production. Your machine has finally reached American soil. Time to celebrate, right? Not so fast. You still need to get it through customs. This is where things can get tricky. US Customs and Border Protection, or CBP, will inspect your shipment to make sure everything is in order. They'll check your paperwork, verify the value of the machine, and might even physically inspect the goods. This is where a customs broker can save the day. These licensed professionals are experts in navigating the complexities of customs regulations. They'll prepare and file all the necessary documents, communicate with CBP on your behalf, and help you avoid costly delays. Be prepared for potential inspections. Depending on the nature of your machine, CBP might conduct safety or environmental inspections. Make sure your machine meets all applicable US standards to avoid any hiccups during this process.